Hi guys, welcome to Algo Trading Live. As expected, we had a pullback from the resistance areas. You can see we all red, red. I took you through some of my trade setups last night for the week. I'm not looking to short at the moment. We'll go through my watch list and see if there's worth shorting. I think already is gone a bit too far. Hopefully not. Maybe we could find a short opportunity, but as you saw last night, we took a short trade in DOGE, and I'm not sure what happened. Hit my stop loss, and my stop loss was above this sort of trend line. Hit the stop loss, missed out on an opportunity here. Take profit was 750, so I'm not actually sure what happened there. So I did move my stop loss. Maybe didn't take it into account or something, but I moved my stop loss above high of the previous candle. Not sure. Anyway, yes, we win some, we lose some. Okay, so let's go through the watch list, my favorites, and see what's happening and see what trade setups we're going to have for the week. This out. Okay, let's go into some trades. All right. So Dodge was the first one. I shorted Dodge and something happened there. So look, I'm not too bothered about it. There's going to be plenty of opportunities. I had a very small loss. Lost about $5, which is not bad. So we're starting the week. So let's just take check here. We're starting the week. We've got $300 equity. And let's see where we are at the end of the week. Okay, so let's go through the watch list and see what sort of phantom. Most of these, I think we're not going to be getting into any trades today. We've already sold off. I mean, you can see we're down 7.5. We're down quite a bit in most of these things. 7.1. Phantom, we've broken. Just open it's a little bit wider so we can see. Phantom, we've broken the bottom, the ascending channel. Looks to be that we're going to down. I wouldn't take a short right now. RSI is a bit low. But let's actually look. So if we are gonna continue this downtrend, then we're gonna have to change our trading strategy. Looking for more of a trend following play. I'm not sure if we're going to. So let's just go through them first, and then I'll explain sort of a trend following system that I use. So my trading strategy using the RSI2 is purely a sort of mean reversion, quick scalping type strategy. We don't stay in very long, so we wait for the RSI to drop below 5, go long. If it's at a major support, major resistance level, wait for it to go above 95 and we take a short if it's at a major resistance level. Phantom, I'm not going to get into. Phantom, we've broken this lower trend. We have to wait for the retest and it's gonna come down. So Phantom, I'm not taking a position in. MATIC, I was looking for position. Also, my other two trades that I had open hit my take profit areas, so we're out of trade. So we actually currently have no trade running. I'd like to actually get into a trade, but I'm not in a rush. Wait for the best opportunities. MATIC, I'm also not going to look for a trade. I'm going to wait for it to come lower, see if we get a retest of the lower trend line, and then ride it up again. So I doubt we're actually going to get into any trades today. It doesn't look like there's set up correctly for a trade. AVAX. AVAX, we're waiting for this position over here. AVAX, we're waiting for come down to this sort of port area, waiting for the RSI2 to get below 95. We might actually get in before. I mean, come down to this area over here. Let's just raise this a bit. Got support. A couple of touches around that area. So we've got support around there. But we're waiting for it to come anywhere into this sort of like green area over here. Gets into this green area, RSI is below 2, we're going to go for long. Again, that will just be a short term. Bitcoin, let's have a look at Bitcoin. Maybe we could get into a trade on Bitcoin. Again, I mean, this pullback's playing out perfectly. I mean, it was expected. I've said it in my last 3 videos that we're going to have this pullback. We had major resistance areas. Need to come down, get some liquidity, and then we go for the next leg up. But it just doesn't make sense buying at resistance. It doesn't make sense. It's a FOMO play. You don't buy at resistance. You buy at support. Buy when we've had that pullback. I mean, else what could have happened is break this line, then we get the pullback and then go up again. We don't buy at resistance. Wait for those pullbacks. Buy. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Bitcoin we could actually have a short. Take it to about here. This is the area I'm looking to buy around 23. That's sort of my buy area. So I'm not looking to short at the moment now. Yeah, they've dropped quite a bit. Everything's dropped quite a bit. Green, red, all over the red, sea of red. We're not going to sell into. Again, this is Ethereum. Again, we're waiting for pullback to this sort of support area. Look for long. We wait, and we need the RSI to reset. We need the RSI below 5 before sort of long. Okay. Solana, I'm definitely looking for. I want to go long on Solana. Again, we're sort of in no man's land at the moment. Waiting for pullback. This area, but if the RSI drops below 2, I'll look for position here somewhere. Okay, that's Solana. Right now, I mean, we're in the middle of no man's land, so it's pointless to FOMO into these trades. Cardano as well, all in the same place. Hit the resistance area, need that little bit of a pullback. Look for our next trade. Okay, and Solana, waiting for this RSI to reset. DOGE, this was the trade I missed. I'm not sure what happened. This would have been a good trade. Would have made about 10%. Said, I'm going to sell here. Ejected this distance area, and we had a pullback. RSI was 98, 99. The perfect trade. I'm not sure why it didn't. It must have been some stop loss hunting or something, but it just touched it and then came down. But yeah, we move on. Don't dwell on missed opportunities, losses. We take it day by day. And yeah, we're getting sort of close to our entry point here. Just got to see if this sort of support holds up. Support holds up, if we go below 5, we're going to go take a long term here. So that level for near, we're looking around at the 5 level. 5.25. That's the area we're interested in. Shiba had a massive run yesterday. I was scared to short it. I was going to short it. But you just don't know. I mean, could pump a little bit higher. So again, tested support area, a resistance area, came back down. But I wasn't going to short this. The move was too big. Had to be faded, but could have had a little bit of more continuation and come down. But the move was too big. It was a perfect setup. I mean, 98 at resistance, testing it down. But I mean, I only drew this resistance area, the next resistance area after the move happened, so I'm not going to go into that. Okay, let's look at some indices. We'll look at some indices and we'll look at gold. See where we are. That and see if we could get into some these trades. Yeah, gold's pulling back. As expected, gold is pulling back. Got to that 1800 area. Major resistance in this area. Major resistance. 18 is going to be a tough nut to crack. So we're waiting for the pullback over here. probably around to the 1750 area. First level of support is around here. First level support. Break this. If we break this level, 1770. 1770 around there. That's first level support. We'll take our first small position at that point, long position, and then we'll sort of like layer in. Take a smaller position in there, martingale style, and we'll take a bigger position at the 17 area. Okay, US tech, I'm not going into it. It's just riding. We're getting these sort of like bull flags up, flag up, bull flag up. So I'm not going to get into that. RSI is extremely overbought. RSI 2 is not breaking this sort of area, this 95 area, so I'm not going to get into that. Wait for the pullback, a big pullback, RSI to reset below 20, stock RSI below 20, and then trade in. Crude, this is a algo position. So we've got some algo positions here. We've got one buy, one sell, basically the same area. No stop loss. This is our take profit for. Just going to let my algos trade. Okay, gold in that for the moment. DAX. DAX is in the same boat as US Tech. Nasdaq. Not touching the top of the channel here. I've got a buy in. Algo took the trade. Got a buy. We'll just let the algos play out. Not going to get too involved with these at the moment. I'm not looking. Only long position I'm looking for at the moment is gold. Once we reach this area, I'll put half position in, 0.25 of a lot. When I get to this area, I'll put 0.5 of a lot. And we're just going to let it run. I think gold's going to fly. I think by the end of the year, we're going to be above 2,000 again. I'm just waiting for that long-term position, and I think it will be half here, quarter lot here, half a lot there. Just going to let those run. Probably won't even put a stop loss or take profit. Let's just see how we're doing currently. So we're doing quite well. I mean, we haven't had any closes today, but I mean, we're up about 10% today, just on my algos trading. Pretty good. Just going to let these run. Right. Okay, that's it. Let's go back to cryptos and see if we can see anything of interest. I mean, we could have a continuation short on DOGE. How much further it's going to come down, I'm not sure. It's chatting. That's could have a little push. Push down to this area, but I'm looking for longs now. I'm waiting for the end of the pullback, and we're gonna go long. So that's where my main ones I'm looking at. Solana. I want to go big. Solana, but we are far away from actually long position. We have got a level of support here, like I was saying. RSI is not yet where I need it to be so long. Okay, so let's talk about continuation. So if continuation plays, so if it continues falling down, it's like when do you enter? Let's just take Solana as an example. So if we're doing a trend following strategy, it's two indicators I use for following strategy. I'll add them onto the trends here. First one is the 21-day moving exponential moving average. Average exponential. One day, extremely bright. I want to see this. But the 21-day exponential moving average, then we add another RSI in. That we're going to make it the 5-period RSI. X cut 10 if five pair RSI. Okay, and then I'm going to change this style up a bit. So the upper limit is 50, lower limit is 50. So if we are going to have a trend, if we are going to follow the trend and make sure that we just carry on with them further down, then my rules for trend following system is that we have to break below the 21-day move average. So we have to be below that average. So just say we want to carry on short. If we feel this is going to go lower down, we need a break below the 21-day exponential moving average and the RSI 5 on the daily chart. Remember, this is always on the daily chart. These sort of like indicators are always on the daily chart. And then I'll move to my lower time frame. These are the confluences I look for. They must be on the daily chart. I'm looking for a break of this 21-day exponential average. Must be low there, and then the RSI break below the 5. But we need a daily close below the 5. So if this breaks below the 5, the 50 mark, RSI 5, if it breaks below this mark, and we get a daily close below both of these levels, then I will put in either long or this is a short position. I'll put in a short position, follow the trend till this gets to about 30, 20 maybe. So if it gets to the 20 mark, that's when I'll exit the position. Or what you can do is that you use only the 21-day exponential average. When it goes below the 21-day exponential short, then when it goes above the 21-day exponential, go long. But you need to have a close. It needs to be a daily close below that level. So essentially you need to watch. So if you go below, with the algos, it's pretty easy to build this sort of strategy. Just let it run. But if you're trading on like Bybit or something where you actually can't, I think Bybit has MT4, but like MT5. So this is the sort of manual watching. So you have to see, do we have a close behind there? Go short. If it goes above the 21-day moving average, get a daily close above the 21-day moving average, close your short position and you enter a long position. Then you just keep doing that. Just keep that. So when it closes below, yeah, I mean, we haven't had crosses of since the route. I mean, this is where the 21-day exponential below it. See, if you'd have taken that trade, you'd have rode it all down. Now we've had a couple of breaks above. So you would have gone long there, have closed it at 80, or just closed it, other candle closes above. But right now, when you're in consolidation mode, it doesn't work really. That's why you need both the RSI and the in this like sort of like range bound. It doesn't work really well for range bound market. It works when you've got a trending market. But that's just one way of trend following and buying with the trend and following the trend. That's just one of the so that's what I'm saying. So if you the breakout and breaks out, you think, where do I get in? That's sort of like a good indicator as so you say, are we above the 21-day moving average? And as long as we stay above the 21-day moving average, you stay long. Below, you stay short. That's basically the general rule. All right, so that's my trading strategies for trend following. So right now, while we range bound, still bouncing around in these ranges, I'm going to still keep to the mean reversion strategy and wait for the RSI2 levels. So let's have a look at Bitcoin quickly. How it plays out with the trend following or mean reversion. So those are the rules you need to take away. Trend, use the trend following strategy, the 21-day moving average and the RSI 5, and when it breaks below the 50 and above the, you got it, I explained it to you. And then if we're in a range bound market, if we're sort of like bouncing in these ranges, then you'd look for sort of like some sort of strategy using RSI 2 and support and resistance. Right. Thanks, guys. So it doesn't look like we're going to get into any trades today, so I'm going to leave it here and I'll be back on 9 this evening. Thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.